I can't really say, man. That's a Father in heaven thing. You know, that's his decision.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because there's folks here that's running the churches. I don't know if that's a Father in heaven thing.
What you mean?
Like, do you get removed out of this position if you, I don't know, sleep with somebody in the church?
What's happening, people? Welcome back to Be More to Do More podcast, where we help you to become the person you need to become to do the things you're called to do. Your boy Tone in the building, and
the culture exec.
The culture exec,
aka Henry A. Harden.
The what?
The third.
Don't forget the
3.
You already know, bro. Hey, man, we back in here, man.
What's up, man?
Chilling, man, on the Tuesday, bro. What's up with you?
Good.
I mean, we say it's Tuesday, but nah, it's not really Tuesday. I mean, just bust y'all bubbles. For us, it's anyway. we just getting it in, man. On a Saturday morning, but it's Tuesday on YouTube. That doesn't matter.
With me.
Yeah.
Hello.
Huh?
Go ahead.
We just exposed ourselves. If we gonna be on a documentary in 20 years.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be talking about how we never really filmed on Tuesdays.
Or we could be in a documentary in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, no. Speaking of, bro, I'm gonna get to it, man. We got a documentary coming.
They're coming for 2 years now. So
yeah, man, I gotta get back in my
the cinematographer bag.
Nah, man, that's the editing seat, bro. Like,
well, we still gotta shoot. We still gotta
the cinematography is done. Well, yeah, when we do that part, then I love that part. But to sit in front of that computer, bro, man, every editor out there that knows the field and the production, you know, the video production, they know what it is to edit, bro. Like,
yeah, they love it. That's why they do it.
Yeah, I guess so.
So
I guess I'm not editing. Right? Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah. But I can do it. I just shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, shouldn't be.
Yeah, makes sense. Appreciate that, bro.
Hey, I got you, man.
Yeah,
hey,
man, see,
hey, that's what I'm here for, man.
See, this is why leaders need leaders, man.
For real.
Leaders need leaders, man.
That's real.
I'm telling you, bro, like, that's leaders need leaders. I was talking to I posted this post, man, by Miles Monroe. He was talking about pastors need pastors.
I love Miles Monroe.
That's my dude, bro. Yeah. Way ahead of his time.
He legit.
Yeah. And he was talking about, like, some pastors don't have pastors. And I don't know. I think it maybe is another topic for another day. But it's something I truly believe that leaders need leaders, like, regardless. And my sister Gail, man, she texts me and she's like, I was wondering, like, if y'all was gonna talk about it on the pod, like, you know, just so happy we will talk about this on the pod.
Talk about Miles Monroe?
No, how pastors and leaders need pastors and leaders.
Oh.
Like, you know, you got pastors out there with no accountability, no head, you know what I mean? Just out here just preaching and just no accountability. Got 3 wives, you know. He got kids in Texas. Maybe my whole family in Texas, you know what I mean?
You know what's so crazy about that?
What's that?
What's so crazy about that is the church members let them get away with it.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand that. Like, and nothing gonna be right. Everybody sins. Everybody has the things that they whatever. Right. But there's just certain things as a leader in a church, right, that you shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even just like it's sin is more. It's just the optics of it. Like, like you got, you know, a wife and you also got a girlfriend, but you like shepherding people. Yeah. It's just like I'm not saying that's like.
You think the church let them get away with that?
Oh, 100%, bro. If you 100%
do that. Oh, yeah.
I mean, not even just like pastors, like leaders in churches, deacons or elders or
right,
whoever, like leadership in the church, you know, choir director or like it's just, you know, yeah. I don't maybe I'm going too far because I don't really know. I'm out of my depths here for real because I don't really. I ain't gonna say I go to church, but like I don't really participate in like.
Right. So
you know.
So my thing is, I never witnessed like another pastor, deacon, and having families, but I would hear it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It'd be like something somebody told somebody that told somebody else, but I just never really would know. And if I don't see it myself, I kind of, to be real, I'd be like, yo, if I don't see it,
Yeah. Well, you're a minister. What do you think though? Like, what are your thoughts on that? Like, do you feel like there's certain, I mean, am I on the right track on that at least? Are there certain items or scenarios where you probably shouldn't be leading a church if you're doing these things?
Yeah, most definitely. I think, yeah, most definitely.
So
I believe it is. It should be. And
what does the Bible say about it though? That's the question.
What does the Bible say?
Even Moses had to kill one.
Man, here's the thing about the Bible, man. And it's not what the Bible say verbatim. Because if we're going on that premises,
right,
then we should just exclude Jesus Christ and go back to the law and just live word from word. You feel me? I believe that the character of Christ should be exemplified in the church. Would Jesus do that? Would be the question. Would he have multiple women and, you feel me? And that right there is the fruit of your relationship with him. Like, if you have a relationship with Christ, then there will be certain fruits that will be expressed from your personal relationship with Jesus Christ. I think that should be the determining factor of if you should lead a church or not. And even if that, man, like, if you have, and let me just be honest, we are human. We have weaknesses.
Right.
I got weaknesses, I know. That's when you put accountability in place.
Right.
So that you can have those people that, hey, what you doing? Tighten up. You feel me? Like, you gotta have some type of accountability.
So Atlanta.
Yeah, bro. You feel me? I ain't tell Scott did. Shout out, you feel me? Anyway, yeah, man, you just gotta have accountability in place. Like, how can you be a disciple with no discipline? You feel me?
Dang, how's the bar right there?
Yeah, you can't.
What the bar is button there?
Wait, hold on. Nah, that's lyrical there. Bars. There we go. Okay, there we go. Bars. Yeah, man, you can't be a disciple with no discipline, man. And that's what it is, bro. Like, it's the carrot, it's the fruit of the spirit. You should have that being in a relationship with Jesus Christ. And that's just my take on that, bro. If you want to find a particular scripture, I can find a lot of them.
No. I was just curious on what the word says about it.
Man. But anyway, back on topic, man.
My bad.
No, you good. No, it's because it's all time. It's tying into. Well, it's not really tying in, but I just want to bring that up. That leaders need leaders.
But maybe there's a waiting period, or like if you do something and it's whatever, or it should, or do you think that, okay, if a leader in a church does something, one of these optical sins, should they be removed from that leadership position for good? Should they have to go through like a little training course and get real healing and have to prove themselves to be worthy of that position again? Do they just, is it just a public announcement? This happened, we move on, and they still in that leadership? Like, what do you think it should look like when a leader kind of messes up in that setting?
That's interesting. Do I think... Ultimately, I don't think that I think they should be able to remain in some leadership. Now, being a pastor or whatever, I don't know. I can't really say that, man. I don't know. I don't know if they should be. They should definitely take time and to heal. And I'm not saying this on you know, hey, let me do this to look apart in front of people, like for brand, to rebrand. We're not out here trying to rebrand. We out here trying to heal for real. You know what I mean? Right. So let me not just
Can it be both?
I mean, it should be authentic, but I think to this degree, man, the God is so good, bro, because even in your mistakes, he can cover your mistakes, and he can pull from your mistakes, and you can begin a ministry or begin to minister from that mistake or that flaw. You know what I mean? So I don't think if the Lord anointed you, he anointed you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So if a man take you away from it, he may take you away from a degree of leadership, but that doesn't mean you're going to be exited out of, you know, right, of leadership in general, because God can use you in other areas. Right. So I can't really say, man, that's a Father in heaven thing. You know, that's his decision.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because there's folks here that's running the churches. I don't know if that's a Father in heaven thing.
What you mean?
Like, do you get removed out of this position if you, I don't know, sleep with somebody in the church?
Do you get? Now, okay. We talking about generally?
I mean, I'm just saying a leader in the church does something that, like.
Okay, first of all, is that leader called to the church from jump?
Yeah, they have a leadership position in church.
That don't mean they called.
Oh, okay. Well, either way. Yeah, but either way, they're in a position of leadership.
Yeah.
At an organization.
Okay, so I'm coming from a place of, again, true authenticity. I'm coming from a place of true relationship.
Uh-huh.
So I'm not coming from what it looks like, if that makes sense. Yeah, I know you can be a pimp and have a following. You feel me? But I mean, I'm just saying, like.
So hold on. So hold on now. You know, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. So I'm out here winning souls,
right,
to Jesus Christ, killing it. Oh, I got one for you.
And go ahead.
Martin Luther King.
Okay.
What do you think?
What about him?
You know, he had Coretta. But J. Cole said, you know, did she have a clue of all the schemes he was scheming? Still just enough to deal with the cheating.
Right. Okay, so it's personal. All right, so this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Do
you still allow him to come into your city and create this change, knowing that he might dabble a little bit with some you know what I'm saying?
What is the question though? So is the question,
will he still be able to be a pastor? Because he was a pastor, right?
Yeah. Was he still a pastor?
I don't know. I'm just asking. Should he be?
Should he be? I mean, he's gone.
I know
now.
I'm going off top. I'm just curious.
Nah, man, let's talk. We here.
Curious on the subject.
Is he gone? He gone now though. He ain't no pastor in nobody church.
I'm just saying though, like, okay, let's say if he was still alive.
We can't say that.
Man, here you go, man.
Because it's God. Okay,
piss me off, Anthony.
Because here's the thing, man. God do what God do. You feel me?
No, I don't feel you. No.
Because you saying no. What if? It's not no what if, because God, he's gone.
But there's other people now. All right, let's.
Who are they? Because I know the name of Martin Luther King. And see, what I'm saying here's the point I'm making.
Who got caught cheating recently?
Here's the point I'm making.
Who I hear some drugs that I can name that.
The point I'm making is, no, it was wrong, you know. And if he hadn't got caught, he probably wouldn't be in the role of a pastor.
Okay.
But you can't remove him and what he's done or how the Lord has already used him. He was anointed. You feel me?
Right.
But what I'm saying is there are people out here that's just starting churches because it's a good business. You know, who ain't called. You feel me? They may have some charisma, but they ain't called.
Yeah.
So when I say
charisma is a mug, man.
Yeah. So when I say certain things, I'm saying like a true, authentic relationship with Jesus Christ, and you fall off, and you know what I mean? Like, dang, like, cause we got an adversary out here.
But like, even if you do have a authentic relationship with
an anointed, appointed.
If I'm a pastor, I ain't gonna say anything. If I'm a pastor,
right,
and I get caught having in a hotel room with whoever, do I still lead that church?
No.
You don't?
No.
Okay. That's what I've been saying.
But the point I was making, I said, if you're called anointed,
so there's another way.
God would use your mistake.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. So it may be, that was crazy.
So what you're saying is, the end all be all is not the pulpit.
Yeah.
Or is not.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
It's not the. And I'm happy we worked this out.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
It's not the pulpit or it's not the title. It's about where God is pulling you to be, and maybe just
especially
He didn't want you to be
right,
or maybe you don't need to be
right
in that spot because people need to see a good example of what it looks like. You know,
right?
It's crazy how many people cheating their spouses.
Man,
it's wild.
I want to talk about that, but I don't know how real y'all want to get with that. I want to talk about that, but I don't know how real y'all want to get with that. But we're gonna leave that for another podcast. I mean, for another podcast, not Be More to Do More.
It's just
nah, man. But again, there's an adversary out here, and sometimes we just talk like it's not, and, you know. And I think all in all, man, we should be able to lift our leaders up in prayer too.
Yeah, 100%.
And we so quick to stone them because ultimately we put them on the pedestal. We're looking for them to be Jesus, to be perfect. And when that fall happened, it's really a revelation that, you know, he's a man. And sometimes when you have a person on a pedestal, it disappoints you. You know, so like I think it's an opportunity for both parties to learn. But what happened is most people get caught up in bitterness, and they want to have this outlook on church people or religion. But now you just had a person on a pedestal. Right. His whole goal is to shepherd you, to pastor you, foster you into a relationship with Jesus Christ yourself, your own personal savior. He's our own personal savior. He's not here to be your Jesus. You know, the Lord will reveal that real quick. And real talk, I ain't looking to be nobody Jesus, you know. And I don't want to be on nobody's pedestal because I know that the enemy come to kill, steal, and destroy. And I need people to keep me lifted up in prayer. You feel me? So yeah, man, it's crazy.
Did we talk about? I can't remember where I don't know if I sent it to you or if I sent it to somebody else. But did we talk about like? I don't know. Maybe this is another part. I don't remember, but how pastors don't preach people's, like they don't preach the whole truth about a person. Did we talk about that?
Are you talking? Oh, nah.
Did I text you that?
I think we talked about that before a podcast.
Did we talk? We talked
about like Moses and
yeah, we talked about
David.
that. Okay.
But we didn't talk about it on the podcast.
We didn't talk about it on the podcast?
I don't think so.
Dang.
You talking about like the flaws of everybody?
Yeah, like
yeah, man.
Like, cause that'd be part of the problem is and if we talked about it already, forgive us. We like,
hey man,
you know what I'm saying? We've been potted for a minute now. So I'm sure we got some new people that haven't heard it either way, but so cause you're talking about pastors, leaders, well, they're really pastors,
right?
People putting people on pedestals,
right?
More specifically, how somebody can lose their faith based on what they saw in another man.
Correct.
Right.
Right.
It's female, male, whatever. Right. Man is in plural. So multi.
Nah, man, you gonna have a feminist group coming. Nah, bro. Bro, stand on it.
Multi. Dang, what's the word?
What's that?
Multi-gender. So, yeah. So we're talking about how people put specifically spiritual leaders on a pedestal, and when they fall,
right,
there's like this, God's not real, Jesus ain't who he is, that's the white man religion, all these different things, right? But like, what happened, I think what fosters into that is that sometimes leaders, spiritual leaders, pastors, they don't always paint the right picture of what it looks like to be a human following Christ. They talk about all the like positive things that this person did, all the greatness that they achieved, all these different things, but they never talk about, like, and when I say never, I'm saying it like 90% of the time.
Right.
They never talk about the inadequacies of their flesh at the end of the day.
Right.
Like I know, like there's a you can probably Google it. Each person in the Bible had something wrong with them.
Yeah.
Like Moses was a murderer.
David, bro,
was he out of smashing? Was it David smashing or Solomon was smashing?
Solomon he was smashing a lot of women, bro.
But David was trying to kill Solomon, was it?
Nah, man, and
I can't remember.
David was trying to kill Solomon.
I don't remember. Somebody tried to kill somebody though. Was it Solomon was trying to kill somebody?
Man, it was David. He
was trying to kill somebody, like his homie,
man. He put his homie on the front line.
That's right.
So that he can get his wife.
Right.
Bro, think about that.
So
think about that in today's time.
And don't get me wrong, like you've heard that, like everybody listening to this, they've heard that before.
Yeah. But
it's never in the context of every person has good and bad.
Yeah.
And it's like almost like again, kind of goes back to what you're saying. This pedestal that we put people on.
Yeah.
And pastors even try to, be that person where I ain't gonna say that because they'll say, right, I'm not perfect, I'm whatever, right? But I just think it's important to talk about both sides of the person. If you're giving a story, you have to make sure that it has that duality of yes, this person did this great thing, David killed Goliath, but also, and it may not be relevant. You got to figure out. And I think that's just a responsibility that as a spiritual leader that you have to kind of figure out how to tie that in,
man,
to make people feel less likely to put you right as the person that's delivering this word right on a pedestal, and you're a perfect person, and even though you may say you're not,
man,
I don't know.
That's
what do I know?
No, that's
I'm not a minister.
You are a minister, man. Minister Henry A. Harden III. Minister culture exec.
Nah, man. Hey, but I'm just a person that read my Bible.
Hey, but it breeds a bigger question though. How often are we putting vulnerability in the church? Like, are we being vulnerable in our church?
Nope.
Oh,
nope.
That's crazy.
Nope.
Even in like my small group, man, like my goal is to foster intimacy in the small group. Like,
do people really want that though?
What, intimacy?
Yeah, like, and that's the part that kind of pisses me off a little bit.
Go ahead, minister.
No,
go ahead.
I just don't think that people want like genuine. Like, I feel like people want to hide behind a facade, not just in church, just in leadership in general. Just like, I just feel like people want to hide behind, like, or they want to appear perfect. It just.
So imagine somebody bringing that and putting that on the pulpit.
Yeah.
But that again drives me to a question about vulnerability. If you can't be vulnerability with each other, that means there's a deeper problem here. You can't be vulnerable with the Lord. How vulnerable are we with the Lord? You know,
Right.
I'm not saying this to make but I'm super clear with, like, Lord, hey, I'm struggling in this area, man.
Yeah.
help your boy.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because at the end of the day, man, like, you created us, but you also know what we struggle with, because you came here to die for us, you know, so that we can live. So how vulnerable are we with the Lord? How vulnerable are we in our personal walk? And I think the more vulnerable and intimate we are with him, it breeds his love, agape love. You know, that's a different love than regular love. Agape love is the love that covers multitudes of sins. People don't want to talk about that though. But he cheated. So, you feel me? She cheated. So, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, that agape love is the love that covers multitudes of sins.
See, but even that though, like, even that is a problem for me.
What's that?
Like, so, like, no, what does the relationship look like? Like, what is the altar call, in a sense, look like? Like, is that person, like, owning that they cheated?
So that's the thing. And here's the thing, bro. When we talk about agape love is a full circle. Here's the thing. And when I say personal savior, I really mean it. Most of the time when me and Chrisanne are going through or whatever, it's really difficult. As bad as I want to say, man, but she this, but she that. You know what the Lord remind me of?
You ain't.
You remember what you did, such and such and such?
Right.
You remember this. You remember this. Then he'll tell me, but I died for you.
But I died for you.
You feel me?
Dang.
Because I love you, right?
Yeah.
And that in itself,
dang.
You feel me? Like, dang, like, and if in my mind, I'm like, Lord, if she cheat though, bro, I don't.
It's over with, what? Over with.
Yeah, how many idols you had in your life? Nah, man, we ain't going there. Look, nah, I'm just playing.
How many items you had?
Idols. Yeah, that's adultery, you know, in biblical terms.
Huh?
Idols. When you put other gods before God.
That's adultery?
Yeah, that's adultery.
What you mean?
That's the original form of what adultery is. It's worshiping another God.
I thought that's blasphemy.
Huh?
Maybe blasphemy is actually cursing God.
Nah, man. Adultery, having other idols, other guys before him, that's idolatry, adultery. Because you were married to him. So it's like you're cheating on him with another God. That's pretty much what it is. This is what marriage stemmed from. Our relationship with him. So nah, that's pretty much me, man, when her and I have like something, and I'm like, man, and you know how long it takes for me to deal with that. Like, I have to get through a whole day to like get over myself. You know, so to come back to your point, you know, not he cheated, she cheated. So like, it's not okay. It's not that your feelings don't matter, or, you know, because they do. You should be able to feel what you feel. Yeah. You're like, yo, it hurts. It's this, and that, and other, you know. But for me, the Lord be like, you know, yeah, I know it hurts. I know it do. But because I'm called to be, you know, a prophet, he would also say, well, this is what it feels like when my peoples are serving this. It hurts. And now, like, he's turning the feeling into ministry for me, you know. Right. Not saying my wife cheated. I'm just making an example. Yeah. So it's like, dang, is any of this making sense? Because I feel like we're just It's, okay. So yeah. So when I say agape love covers multitudes of sin, it is learning to love how he loved, and it hurts. It really hurts, because you understand that it hurts, but you understand why it hurts. And then what hurts more is that you understand why they're hurting and why they're hurting you. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, they did it because they're hurting. Whether it's insecurity, whether it's a lack of communication, whether it's they don't feel they're heard, You know, but in our mind, hey, ain't no excuses. No excuses. So that's our thing, man. That's our problem. We don't allow for people to be human and to be intimate and to be vulnerable. Right. Because how we feel is how we feel. Right. It hurts. So they don't have the privilege to hurt because I'm hurt. But they've been hurt this whole time, you know, and we just haven't been vulnerable enough to express that with one another. So hope I tied that in.
So you do feel like people want to be vulnerable in church?
I feel like they do. I just feel like we haven't created an atmosphere.
Yeah, it's not a safe space.
Yeah, we haven't created an atmosphere for that. You know, how do we talk to someone who just got off drugs without looking at them funny?
Well, forget somebody who just came off drugs, right? Like, it's the person you know that you see every Sunday, and if they came in and they were like, hey, you know, I'm really struggling with this, how many people would like come to that person and not like judge them?
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like, or in the back of their head is like, and I don't know if that's even possible. Like, cause I don't know about you, but like, I'm like in the back of my head, I'm always thinking like, and I don't know maybe it's because it's how I'm wired or whatever. Like, dang, okay, all right. I'm not gonna judge them for it, or I'm not gonna like,
right.
Like, I'm not gonna treat them any different,
right.
But maybe it's like a safety piece where it's just like, okay, this person could always, you know,
we'll go back.
Yeah, like, all right, let me make sure I don't leave my keys hanging around.
It's a possibility, man.
They might walk away with them one day, and they might relapse, you know. But
we people though, man.
Yeah.
But more so, we're spirit. We're spirit walking in us. You don't think we feel that? You gotta say it.
Yeah.
You know. But the thing is, too, man, is that I think
so you shouldn't feel that.
I'm not saying you shouldn't feel. You feel like you can feel how you feel.
No, I'm saying, but what's the best way though?
The best way to feel?
Yeah.
I think this is where it comes down. I keep going back to personal relationship with Jesus Christ. What is he saying to you about this person? You know what I mean? Because ultimately he created them too.
Yeah, but how you know is Jesus talking to you versus you're like all these, you know, strongholds and walls you kind of put up just because you don't want to be hurt again?
Yeah, because what he says is gonna hurt.
What you mean?
It's gonna hurt. What Jesus says is gonna hurt. You gonna know it's him. It's like, yo, what I just say, if me and my wife get into it, and I'm like, yo, but she this, I feel she this. No, I'm like, yeah, I understand. You remember this. You remember that. You remember what you did here. That's how I felt. But I still gave you love and I still died for you or whatever. So the thing is, if you can't feel for a person, maybe it's possibly that you can't feel for yourself. Maybe it's possible that, I don't know if I told you, said this on the podcast, that I went in, I was in therapy and I didn't realize that my emotional intelligence wasn't as high as I thought it was. Because sometimes I don't understand how I feel when I get angry. And now I'm learning to process that. Like, oh, I felt disrespected. Why did I feel disrespected? It was a trigger from when I used to. Oh, they must be going through this. Now I know how to minister to them, you know, from a place of love, because I can identify with them now.
Yeah, I need to go to therapy.
Hey man, we don't go this deep in church, man. We try to cover it up with band-aids when it needs stitches, and but ultimately because we don't know how to ourselves. You feel me? So
let's talk about it. I mean,
we here.
Be a 2-part thing, clearly.
Yeah.
So let's we spent the first half or the first episode, part 1.
Yeah.
Of this kind of really exploring that.
What are we talking about exactly? What is this? I don't even.
I don't know. You tell me. I forgot.
Man. Vulnerability in church, man.
Vulnerability in church.
Do more turn to a church podcast. This is our 3rd or 4th topic talking about church, bro.
Is it?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Maybe it need to be talked about.
Yeah. Hey, man.
But again, still, it's first of all, with my camera. That's me right here.
That's you.
That's me.
Yeah.
This is a leadership podcast, boy. Let me make sure you understand that,
Throw that out there, right?
Let me make sure you understand that, right? But we do have a spiritual or belief twist to it, so it's gonna go here sometimes. So
Facts.
Either you like it or you don't.
Facts.
I don't care. So, I mean,
Facts.
I kind of care, you know, but I really don't care. But I kind of care. I don't know if that makes sense, but
Yeah. So you want to get?
Sometimes I communicate things harshly, and I don't mean it that way.
Nah, man. I'm saying to know me, to love me, bro.
I'm working on it.
Hey, man.
My communication.
Yeah. I love it, man. So you want to start that up on the next pod? Get into it? Because I ain't gonna lie, I probably forget, but it's all good. We can talk about it in the next pod.
Sure.
Cool. Well, I hope any of this made sense. I'm pretty sure it did, because it wasn't me for sure. But if you are, if you got anything out of what we saying, make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Write it down. Write down, if something hits you, write it down. If you ain't got nothing, write it in. Put it in the What Am I Doing Right leadership journal.
Yeah.
It's right here. Put it in that journal. Make sure y'all go get that on Amazon. What Am I Doing Right? WRITE. Be sure to, again, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell.
Hit the bell.
Hit the bell, man. Let's get this information out of here. We are out. We're out.
All right. Told somebody keep their head up because you concerned about them. Stick and move, we can get it done. Call it unity, it ain't no way around it. Cultivating, we get motivation from the big guy. We don't play about them. Going hard for the game, showing.